Hey guys, how's it going? Maniac Mower here. We have the Lt133 up on the lift. What we're going to do is these tires, it's not going to do it now, but when you drive it around, they squeak and it sounds like they need grease. And that's usually what they do when they need grease. So I'm going to show you guys what to do on how to get these off. You got to pull these covers off. I hate pulling these stupid things. I like the older style better where it's a nut and bolt, but thankfully I already loosened it. You're going to need a special tool to pull these. I've got one in the back and I need to go grab my grease gun too, so let me do that first. Alright you guys, I'm back. I grabbed my tool. This on here is called a snap ring. I didn't really clear that earlier. I was thinking of trying to find my tool. Of course, for some funny reason. Huh. Interesting. So I need a flathead screwdriver. I didn't. That's not a snap ring. This technically is a snap ring, it's just a different type of ring. And another reason I want to pull this front wheel off is so I can switch it around, same with the other side. So, there we go. I don't like these rings, I'm not a huge fan of them at all. Yeah, look at that, that needed greased. So I'm going to put some grease on it. I always like to put the tires underneath for if it ends up falling. Here's my grease. It'd have been easier to grab the grease gun, but I got a bucket of grease I can use. It and its wonderful smell. Alright, so take the grease, as you can see. We're going to put it on there, then we'll stick the wheel back on and just kind of spin it around. These wheels for some reason don't have grease fittings on them, so you just got to do it like this. I have no problem with doing it, I just try not to get any mud in it. So now, I'd grease the inside of the wheel, but there's really no point. So now we're going to put this on there. One side's cleaner than the other. Okay, what's the deal? There we go. Alright. So now she's on. Look at that. Now we put the ring on it. One of the main reasons I wanted to pull this off of here was so that I could do so I could switch the valve stem so it was on the outside instead of the inside. Because that's always fun to mess with when you're in a hurry. Alright. There we go. That side's done, now I gotta do the other side. Alright you guys, now we're gonna do this side. I think this is the side that was leaking, being the worst, loudest. So, pull that off there. These rings, for some reason, are easy to break. I'm not sure why, but I've never had an issue breaking them. I'm careful normally. This tractor, this needs an alignment, I've noticed. Is that crank bent? Huh. Interesting. Looks like we got a bent crank. I'll have to look at that. But let me grab my grease. That's probably too much, but you can never have too much grease. They tell you put some inside the wheel too. I'm not going to do that because it'll spread through there as I mow the yard. I'd start it up and drive it around, but I'm doing a little experiment right now, seeing how many times I can mow the grass here in my property without on 1 tank of gas mow the yard. And I've only done it once so far, and it probably wouldn't hurt to give it a quick little drive just to kind of help that grease. So hopefully it won't squeal anymore, because earlier it was squealing pretty bad. There we go. I've had some pretty squealy mowers when they didn't get greased. I'll put this in there, put the cover on, and then like I said, I do not like these rings. There was someone who asked for a video on how the steering worked on this tractor, so I'm gonna have to show that. There we go. Alright. There you go. That is how you do it. And now, this makes it easier to get to your wheels and put air in them. It's probably not the greatest idea to do, but that's how I've always had my mower's tires. Alright you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, went back and looked. Video was a little bit short, so I went on ahead and just kind of decided I'd keep on going. I had somebody ask me how the steering worked on this tractor, and I figured I'd go on ahead and show. Right there's a pivot. As you can see, there's an arm right there that goes to the right wheel, and then there's another one on this side that goes over to the left wheel. The way it works is there's that little triangle back there, and when you turn the steering wheel, that turns, and it turns the two wheels. So if your steering wheel's not turning, if you can't steer your wheels, if your steering wheel's turning, that means your bolt on the wheel is either loose or somewhere down here your pivot's messed up. I've seen them where there's a little pin down there. The pin will come out and the thing will go up a little bit and it won't be in contact with the little pivot, and it'll just kind of spin around and around and around and around until you push down the steering wheel and it catches it. It's not a gearbox like the older tractors, the garden ones, and it's not a oh never mind, I didn't even see that. But that's how it works down here, and then up there's your gear drive. That's another thing, is if it's not steering, it might be your gear drive up there. I've never seen that before, but yet again I've never looked at it without the mower deck. So, but that's the way it works right there. That's your main steering. Your gears may be off, you maybe have a chipped gear or something, and then down here you got this pivot. It'll steer your wheels. That's what pushes them. It's not a very bad, it's actually pretty easy to work on. It's actually pretty easy to work on. It's a pain if it jumps gears, but it's easy to work on, and this setup turns pretty sharp. So, alright. Yeah, like I said, I figured I'd go on ahead and show this, because I had promised I'd do it for somebody, and then I had recorded it before, but the footage was gone, so I figured I'd do it again. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.